All right, people. Hello. Crixus here. Thank you, Decky777, for letting me hijack your channel real quick to go through a little bit of a speed art of a livery that I created just yesterday. It doesn't go famously well, but it hopefully can kind of show you some tips and some ideas when you're creating your own liveries on Ride 5. Certainly there's some things that I've picked up through just repetition of doing plenty that you might be able to use. So, as you can see on screen, we're going to be doing this Honda CBR. It's kind of the classic Honda racing colours, which can be a real pain, and they were. This one was a bit of a nightmare. Couple of mental breakdowns throughout, but we'll get to that. You'll also see at the beginning, and I do this with all liveries, you can use this too, is I always change the colour to matte paint. I find the gloss paint to be really shiny and you get a lot of light glare on it. If you just change it to matte, you can see your stickers much more clearer. Good little tip that I picked up. I'll try and share some more throughout. So I always start with the front of the bike. You can see I did the headlights first. And I don't know why I always start with the front. It's just find it easier. Everything seems to flow from that. It's a central focal point. Once you've got that front looking pretty nice, the rest kind of comes together quite nicely. So this is the first time I've ever recorded making a livery. This is the first time kind of watching back as well what it looks like. There's definitely going to be some bits where you see I get completely stuck and have a bit of a meltdown. We'll see. So this is a Honda CBR colours of Hayden Gillim. Hayden Gillim is a Moto America Superbike racer and super stock champion as well. I believe he raced both classes this year, but I don't really follow it too much, so I can't comment fully, but he certainly did well when I've watched the recordings on YouTube. This is part of a whole series that I'm working on, so do be on the lookout for a whole Moto America series. You might have seen a couple of them posted if you're on Ride. I do make most of my liveries on Ride 5 console. I'm on PlayStation myself. Do like Xbox though. You can see I'm having a bit of issue here getting this perfectly lined up. I don't know if it was the curve of my own TV or something that was making it look weird, but it just was throwing it off every time. I stepped back, I looked, and I was like, that's not even straight. So I was going back and forth with this little bit for a while, but I think I get it not too bad. I think I kind of say, all right, leave it at that, let's just crack on, and I'll stick that Moto America sticker on. I began with the headlights. I always like to begin with the headlights. You can make them on the bike like that, or you can probably download some headlight stickers. You might be able to find some in the online sticker viewer, stick them on, and then just cut around it. But I find it's less layers, just to do it yourself on the bike straight away. I have pages and pages of stickers, and it will take me quite some time to jump through them every time. To be honest, that's where most of the time comes in. It's with the stickers. Okay, while I'm finishing off with that front, this livery is part of a Moto America set, as I mentioned earlier. And do be on the lookout on Ride 5 Liveries Instagram, Ride 5 Liveries. You can search Ride Liveries, I'm sure it'll come up as well. You'll find this livery and many others from Moto America. You'll find an entire British Superbike Championship as well for you to download. And I believe over 330 different replicas that have been posted. A lot of them from me, but a lot of them from the community as well. So if you are picking up Ride 5 on console and you want to maybe create your own fantasy championship or just look really hot when you're out on bike in the career mode, then do head over to Ride 5 Liveries, get your bikes kitted out looking nicely. Maybe even this one, although I can't say this one's my best, but you can. That front looking almost spot on now. I do make all of the stickers first where I can. It doesn't mean that I always get them right, and I sometimes have to go back and tweak them, but for the purpose of this video, I just did a batch of stickers first. You can see that 1 or 2 of them I was able to use from the downloaded stickers. There's no point recreating them. But a lot of them I was able to create myself first before I started this video. Something that I don't use in this video, but something that you might want to use, is the depth. A lot of people miss the depth of the sticker. So when you're putting a sticker down, you can press, I believe it's L1 on PlayStation. I'm not sure about Xbox. What that'll do is open up some additional settings. You can kind of see it flashing at the bottom of the screen now. But that will allow you to change the depth of the sticker. So one of the big complaints about putting stickers on a bike is that it floods straight through the fairing. So if you put it on the front, sometimes the sticker can move onto the tank and down the side of the bike, which can be really frustrating. You just put those advanced settings on and it'll let you change the depth. Use that depth, it's going to pull that sticker towards you, and it's going to pull it off that tank and off that side of the fairing as well. So you can really kind of save some layers on patching up that bike later. Not to say that I also do patch it up, I do, and you'll see it on here, I patch some little bits, but if you are suffering with your stickers bleeding through onto other areas of the bikes, then I highly recommend that you change that depth. It's something that's really easily missed. I can't tell you how many liveries I made before I realized that I could actually do that. So I'm saying it now, get yourself on that depth advanced setting. It's going to save you a lot of headache. Just some finishing touches on that front. I work from a lot of different reference material that, whether it's pictures of stickers, logos that I found on Google, different pictures of the rider racing the motorcycle, anything to give me different angles. But what you do find is through the season, a motorcycle racer is going to change his livery quite a lot, and he's going to add new sponsors, move things around. So a lot of the reference sticker pictures that I'm working from often differ between sticker to sticker, which can be a real pain in the butt. So you do have to improvise a little bit, and it's never a 100% accurate representation of the replica. But if it's over 90%, I'm happy, and I do try and aim to over 90%. Okay, so moving on to that side now, which is good. This is where things started to go wrong, and I don't know if you've ever made a Honda racing livery before, but you can already probably guess where it's going to go wrong. Here's another little tip as well while we're on this bit. Go into your livery editor first before you even begin your stickers, and just put a couple of squares down and look at the color. Does it match the color of the photograph do you want that you're working from? Because the colors on your sticker editor are not going to look like the colors on your bike. I believe the sticker editor is way brighter and paler than how it looks on a bike. So just go onto your bike first, stick a couple of squares down, try and find the right color, the right hues, and then you can save those. And then when you go and create your stickers, even if it does look off in the sticker editor, when you put it on the bike, it's going to look like what do you expect. All these tips for free. So as I say, this is the first time I've ever recorded a livery. It's interesting watching it back. Big thanks to Decky for letting me kind of hijack his channel and allowing me to share this with you. I've seen a couple of my liveries shared on this channel, and they've got some good views, so I really appreciate everyone kind of sharing the love. It's kind of really great for the drivers, for the riders to see their bikes in game, and a lot of them do use it as well. I've had a couple of DMs from professional riders saying they were using their bike in the game, which I think is brilliant. It's really a motivator to continue making these. This is where things started to go wrong. So the colours and the sticker looked exactly how I wanted it to look. I put it on the side of the bike, and I knew that if I started to reshape it and bend it to how I wanted it to look, those shapes are going to distort, and it's just not going to look how I wanted it to look. So I believe there is a point where this video just kind of flashes, and then it changes to something that looks terrible, but by then I'd already just settled with it, and I just got over it. You know what, let's move on. Not every livery is perfect. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was trying to get it to line up with that light blue line, and I just couldn't do it. I leave it, I think, at this point, and I kind of move on. But you'll see the camera kind of shift to the side every like couple of moments, and I am just kind of looking at it and swearing. I love the manufacturer stickers. They saved me a hell of a lot of layers. I just wish that I could use them on the leathers as well. So I end up having to make a lot of the manufacturer stickers externally to use on those leathers, which is a pain. And that you can see on this side sticker where it says Southern Power Sports, that Power Sports bit was done with very small lines, handwritten, pain in the butt, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of layers, but it's just a lack of really good fonts that Milestone have given us on this game. I believe the fonts on Ride 4 were way better. It was also at this stage that I realised that my stickers that I'd pre-made were of a different shade of red to the one that I'd put my bike in. I'd got way far into this before I realised that I'd used the wrong colour. So at some point, you'll see me notice it and then go on a panic button smash as I change every sticker and the base of the bike to the right shade. Things like this happen. You can't foresee it. You're just going through your bike and you'll notice things that you've maybe done wrong and you have to go and change it. No one's perfect. Go down to my happy place at the bottom of the bike where I can just stick some stickers down and know that they're going to look okay before I go to more complex areas of the bike. Here we are. You can see that I'm clicking like hell, changing that colour of the bike again. The end product is the right shade of red, which I was looking for. I didn't want it to be too bright. Starting to take shape though, isn't it? Slowly. If you have had a go at making a replica livery, do reach out to me on Ride 5 Liveries, let me know. You can send your pictures to me or at ride5liveries@gmail.com if you want to submit. I can give you some pointers. I'm not an expert. There is guys out there way better than I am. I just like doing it. So that's why I decided to start the channel. So I'm not the best, but if I can help you in any way, do let me know. If there's a particular sticker that you're struggling on, if it's not too hard, I'm happy to help you out as well. So as you can see, the side of the bike is now a total mess, and by this point I'd given up. I don't know what it is. I can sit in that sticker editor and I can make some pretty good stickers, ain't gonna lie, but as soon as I have to try and build it on the side of the bike, I can't do it. It's a nightmare. Just the contours and things, the colours, I don't know what it is. It's just a different environment and I haven't quite adapted to be able to do some pretty decent designs directly on the bike. A lot of my more complex bikes, if you looked at the maybe the Peter Hickman Trooper bike, a lot of that is just pure stickers that I just put on the bike. There's no way I could build something like that directly on the bike. And you'll see with that seed that I just put down for the Steel Commander. Is it Steel Commander? No, it's something else. Anyway, but you'll see that I already had the background color put on. For some stickers that I know I'm not going to share, I don't really care if it's just locked with the background color of the bike rather than it being perfect. If it's one that I'm going to share, I'll try and make it perfect so you can put it anywhere on the bike without a background color showing. You'll see the inside of that C that you're looking at on screen now, the C logo. I just did a red circle in the middle of that. It was way easier than to try and create that C shape from scratch. So I do that if I know I'm not going to share the sticker, if I don't think it's something that's going to get plenty of downloads or it won't be useful. then I'll just save the layers. And this particular bike was a nightmare for layers, and you'll see probably very shortly we're at 1,800 layers already, nearly 1,900. So I'm panicking at this point because you've got this vision in your head, you've got these pictures that you're working on, and you have to try and keep it under that 2,000 layer limit. And there's parts of the bikes you haven't even touched yet, and you can't replicate them with the layers that you've got. Bit of a pain, but you'll see that I have to kind of flex a little bit and change path. What am I doing now? Oh yes, just finishing off those side finishing touches. We're getting closer. You can see that a lot of my stickers I just can't put down now. Always add a little bit of leg grip, knee grip, whatever it is, on the tank. Just use one of the texture stickers, change down that opacity right down so it's you can see through it. I think it's just a nice finishing touch. It looks a little bit professional. It's another cool tip you can take away from this video. And it was dead easy to do. What was that, 2 layers? By now, at 1,958 layers, I am panicking. And I'm looking for any sticker that I can use. I do not care if it wasn't on the real bike. I need to fill that space. There you go, I've changed to gloss. Can you see that? What a difference that gloss makes. A lot harder to make the bike with that gloss, but the end result looks good. So should we take a look at that finished product? Here she is. Look out for this on Ride 5 Liveries. It'll be posted today, tomorrow. And hope you enjoy. If you do want to have a go at making livery, do let me know. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Thanks, Decky, again. Ride 5 Liveries. My name's Cruxus. It's been a pleasure to show my process. Thanks again, and see you next time.